Hello, I am Chef Diane DeMayo and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making what bread? What type of bread? Challah bread. It is a basic egg bread that takes a little while to rise once you get it going with a little bit of yeast. But we are using a active rapid rise yeast, so that way it cuts our time in half and we can have bread in, I don't know, 50 minutes or less. All right, let's get baking and get this bad boy moving. Okay, so the way that I make this is that I'm going to do my dry and my wet separate, because that way I'm going to incorporate it, fold it, and not stir it too much because I don't want to release too much gluten and make it tough. We want a nice, fluffy challah bread. All right, so I've got my eggs, 3, which I'm going to beat. In this, I will incorporate about 1.5 cups of warm water. And if you wanted to, you can temper this, which means that you can add a little bit of the egg mixture to the water so that you bring it to a temperature that it doesn't cook the eggs. And about 1 cup of butter. This is, of course, a healthy dish. Going to set this aside, and now I'm going to get my dry ingredients ready. So we have about 7 cups of bread flour. Now I'm also going to use about 1/2 cup of bread flour later when I start to roll it out. And if you wanted to sift through this, and if you don't have a sifter, I always recommend having like a really fine mesh colander that you can push it through. We have 1, 2, last cup. Now you know why I never became a painter. I get more stuff on me than in the bowl. Okay, there we go. 4.5 tablespoons yeast. Who cares about baking science? Just do it. Get that in. We're gonna do a little pinch of salt. One of the easiest ways to make sure everything's incorporated in your dry is with a what? Whisk. Okay, got it pretty mixed up there. At some point, I gotta stir in my sugar, but my bowl's not big enough. We're going in for 1/4 cup of brown sugar. In it goes. Mix this through. Here we go. Mixy poo, mixy poo. Oh yeah, baby. So, we are going to do a technique called folding. What does folding mean? It means reaching under, bringing above. Reaching under, bringing above. And we're just going to keep folding in our wet into our dry until we have a dough. At which point we will knead it for just a second. And nice ball of dough on my tray. Smear it. Cut my dough in half. Give it a good spanking. Ow. Next, I like to cover mine with the warm, damp towel, paper towel, plastic wrap, you name it, any will work. Once you get that covered, you're going to put it to rest so it rises. It's going to take about 10 minutes and we'll be right back. I like my challah bread nice and warm, a little butter, a little jam. I put it with sandwiches, make paninis out of it. But if you want to try something really cool and delicious, check out Dee Med. She makes an amazing challah bread pudding. Super delicious, super tasty, and I think you're going to like it. All right, let's wait for this to come out and I'll see you in a bit. It's been about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and I believe the challah has risen. Let's see. Jeez, it has grown a bit. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make even a bigger mess than I did the first time. Flour towels onto my table. And I'm going to make this into ropes. And you'll understand why I'm making this into ropes in just a few minutes. We're making braids, actually. And there's that one. Here we go. Squeezy, squeezy. Well, this seems to be quite the issue, doesn't it? But we're just gonna work it out. And you know how we're gonna work it out? Mama gonna have 2 challah breads. Now we get our egg washi, whiskey, and if you have a brush, great. Who cares if you don't? Why go through the trouble? You can use a spoon or a fork, it's all the same. Get it on. All right, just pinch these. Pinching, pinching. Bam! We're gonna put these in the oven. We're gonna give them about 30 minutes. They're gonna get super duper huge, crispy, delicious, soft on the inside. And I'll be back. Now that my bread is out of the oven, let's cut into this. Hello, challah. Nice, still a little hot, that's why it's crumbly, but other than that, you see there's steam rising. I'm not giving it time to cool off, but it's very eggy, delicious. This has been a delicious, yummy, quick and easy challah bread recipe, but don't forget, check out my friend Denise over at DD Med Kitchen. She takes challah and turns it into a Mediterranean bread pudding. And I will see you next week with another super tasty recipe. Hello, I am Chef Diane DeMayo and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making something super yummy. I am making chicken wings, deep fried, but gluten-free. And why are they gluten-free? Because I'm using, that's right, cornstarch instead of flour.